Hello, and thank you for joining us for another weekend edition of Stories of Great Christians. Today we're on Chapter 7 of 21, about a third of the way, on William Carey. And if you'd be so kind, don't forget to invite a friend to come along so they also can listen to the message, as well as hit subscribe. So join us daily, don't miss out. Let's get to it. Chapter 7, William Carey. Here we go.
Stories of Great Christians. From its radio studios in Chicago, the Moody Bible Institute greets its friends everywhere with Chapter 7 of the transcribed dramatization, William Carey of India. William Carey was born to hard work and poverty. As the son of a humble village weaver, Carey had nothing to look forward to but an undistinguished life and a nameless grave. But when God entered William Carey's life, he changed him from a simple cobbler, a mender of shoes, into the brilliant and resourceful leader of a mighty missionary movement that shook the world. As we've learned from previous episodes, William Carey, when he was only 20 years old, was already combining his work as a shoemaker with that of being a minister of the gospel. Perhaps you're wondering if Will Carey was a good preacher. Well, it's true that at the age of 20, he certainly wasn't very experienced, but he was always studying to improve himself. To people like his fiancée's father, Mr. Plackett, it was a continual source of amazement that Will could find so much time for study.
What's this, Will? A new book? Hi, Mr. Plackett. Though I've not had a chance to finish it yet.
Well, no wonder you have time to read it all, Will. What with your pastoring 2 churches and working as a cobbler at the same time.
Well, it is a bit hard. Of course, I've worked out a system that helps some.
And what could that be?
Well, you see, Mr. Plackett, when I'm at my bench cobbling, there's part of the job I can do blindfolded, as one might say.
Well, now, fancy that.
So you see, I can prop up a book in front of my nose, and then from time to time have a moment to read a few pages.
And all this between driving nails.
That's right. Of course, it does take quite a speck of time to finish a book.
Aye, well, one might think so, all right.
But on the other hand, you'd be surprised how many I've read just that way.
And that's how you've been reading this new book, eh?
Aye, and it's a fine book too, Mr. Plackett. Have you noted the title?
Let's see. The Last Voyage of Captain Cook. That would be Captain Cook the Explorer.
Aye, that's the one. He was killed a few years ago by natives of the Sandwich Islands. It tells all about it in the book.
Well, now, Will, doubtless this book is a thrill and adventure story, but is it the sort of thing for a minister of the gospel to be spending his time on? Eh?
Why, what do you mean, Mr. Plackett?
Well, seeing your time is limited, shouldn't you be reading something more instructive, like Latin and Greek and commentaries and such like?
Mr. Plackett, let me set you straight on that. There may be those who think of Captain Cook's journal as being merely an adventure story. I can't answer for that. But to me, Cook's journal is a grand new challenge for every Christian.
A new challenge, eh? Oh, what on earth are you talking about, lad?
But don't you see, Mr. Plackett? Captain Cook has thrown open the door to new lands, to millions of new people who need the gospel.
People? Well, if you mean those savage cannibals he's found...
Savage? Yes. And doubtless many of them are cannibals, some even worse. But beyond all that, Mr. Plackett, they're human beings, men and women, creatures of God needing to know God's love for them.
Yes, William Carey could be eloquent and persuasive whether he was in the pulpit or not. His congregation at the little village of Barton was aware of this, and slowly other people began to arrive at the same conclusion. This turned out to be both a source of pride and embarrassment to his parents.
Good morning, Mrs. Carey. It's a real fine day, isn't it?
Aye, it is indeed, Meg. A fine day for washing clothes.
More important, a fine day for drying them.
Aye, it is indeed.
I say, I wonder if thou might have a bit of rope.
Rope?
Aye, for a clothesline, you know.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know. Happen I might.
It would be so good of you, Mrs. Carey. I did have a bit of one last week, but it broke on me.
I'll see if I can find an extra piece.
Thee is a good, kind soul, Mrs. Carey. I was just saying that to thy own son last night.
To Will? But where?
Over at the meeting. Did he not stop by and see thee last night?
Aye, he stayed overnight and left early this morning.
Yes. Well, Mrs. Carey, he preached a rare fine sermon last night. Pity you couldn't hear it.
Oh, I don't think so, Meg. My husband doesn't. That is, we don't hold much with dissenter meetings.
Well, everyone to his own taste, says I. But 'twas a fine sermon, nevertheless.
Oh, come now, Meg. After all, Will is no but a baby.
Aye, he's young, all right. I grant you that. But perhaps he's older than you think. And if he goes on, he'll be a great preacher.
Will, a great preacher? Does thee really believe that?
Aye, that I do, Mrs. Carey. And mark you, there's many another who feels the same way.
Yes, Will Carey was making a fine success as a preacher, and that was all to the good. But as a prospective bridegroom, he wasn't doing well at all. Though he and Dolly Plackett were deeply in love, he was often puzzled by her strange and irritable attitudes. She was often nervous and impatient, and if you remember, at their last meeting, she practically broke their engagement. So it was with mixed feelings that Will looked up from his workbench one afternoon to see Dolly standing in the open doorway of his shop.
Hello, Will.
Why, Dolly.
You seem busy, Will.
We've had a big order to get out.
Oh. Is that why you haven't been over to see me the past few days?
Well, Dolly, you said...
Oh, that It was nothing. Well, I was cross. I had a bit of a headache.
Then you didn't mean what you said about not wanting to see me?
Oh, no, Will. It was just that I was feeling poorly like. Will, if I hurt thy feelings...
Oh, no, Dolly.
Then it's all right. I'm forgiven for what I said.
Oh, Dolly, there's not to forgive. The body often says things when he's feeling poorly that he'd not say otherwise.
Oh, Will. They're so kind and understanding.
Oh, no, Dolly. 'Tis thee who are sweet and kind. Like an angel of heaven. Like...
Why, Will, what a nice thing to say. And these blushing.
Well, I'm not either. Besides, I'd best get back to work now.
Aye, of course. Will, since thee hast forgiven me, well, perhaps...
You mean you'd like to go for a stroll with me this evening?
Well, if you'd like me to, Will.
Oh, I would. I would indeed.
Well, then, shall we say about 6 o'clock?
Aye, 6 would be fine. We can watch the sunset down by the brook.
In June 1791, William Carey married Dorothy Plackett. Now, it's true that Will and Dolly found some measure of happiness as man and wife. But even so, from a human standpoint, there are strong reasons for wondering if their marriage was a wise one. Financially, William was in no position to marry. Then Dolly was poorly fitted to be the wife of a man like Carey. She was never sympathetic to his work, and in addition was haunted from childhood by frequent attacks of mental illness. But by the second year, things looked much better. The Carey household had been brightened by the arrival of a sweet little girl. Both Will and Dolly were overjoyed, and they named her Lucy. She was a bright, beautiful little child. How they loved her. But then, in her second year, the baby became very ill.
Doctor, how is she? How's my baby?
Now, Dolly, you must be calm.
No. Tell me. How's Lucy, Doctor?
Mrs. Carey, Mr. Carey, how can I say this?
Doctor, what is it? What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry, Mr. Carey. There's nothing more I can do.
Nothing. Nothing more. Oh, no.
But, Doctor, surely there's
I'm
some
sorry,
way.
Mr. Carey. I wish I could give you some hope.
No, I won't let her die. Tell the doctor, Will. Tell him. She can't die. She mustn't die. Not my Lucy.
Dolly, don't, please.
Mr. Carey, I've done everything I could. Believe me.
I know, Doctor. Thank you. Please leave us now.
It was a bitter blow losing their baby, and although the Careys knew God allowed it, it was hard, desperately hard for them. There was always an empty spot in their hearts. And even with the coming of the other children, all boys, Felix, Jonathan, and Jabez, there was no one who ever quite filled the place of their little girl. Then Carey himself was attacked by fever. The fever passed away, but for a year and a half afterwards he was in very bad health. Somehow he managed to trudge wearily from place to place to sell his shoes and carry home fresh supplies of leather. Although Will tried to keep all this from his parents, they found out about it, as parents will, and Father Carey hurried over to see his son.
I'm a plain man, Will, and I believe in speaking plainly.
Well, go ahead, Father.
Thy mother and me, well, we heard that thee and Dolly have been having a hard time these past months.
Well, it's true that business has been bad.
And thee, thy health has been poorly, has it not?
A bit, perhaps. But I'm better now, Father.
I see. Will, thy mother and me, we wanted thee to have this. Here, take it.
Money? Oh, but Father, I can't take your money.
Take it, Will.
But Father, you can't afford.
Thee needs the money worse than we. Thy mother and me, we couldn't rest easy, knowing thou was in want.
All right, Father, I'll take the money, but only as a loan. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
Early in 1785, Will was given an opportunity to improve his lot. The nearby village of Moulton needed a schoolmaster. The salary offered wasn't bad, and besides, he hoped that a change of scenery might improve his health. So the decision was made. Then, in November, a little Baptist congregation in Moulton invited Carey to become their pastor, and after prayerful consideration, he accepted and was formally ordained. And so we conclude Chapter 7 of William Carey of India. We are presenting another in the transcribed series of Stories of Great Christians, which come to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
twist here and there. He wasn't expecting Dolly to be back after the last time. And, wow, what a gut punch to the stomach. Losing any child is a very hard thing. Parents don't expect to outlive their children, especially after things looked like they were going well for a while. You know, sometimes we don't have the answer to everything, but we put that in God's hands. For God knows when, where, and what would have been best. We don't. We're finite. God's infinite. We're in a time capsule. God is not regulated by time and space. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Tune in next time for Chapter 8 of the story of William Carey. Looks like his lot's getting a little better. He sure went through a hard time. It's nice that his parents cared about him. Let's see what happens in the continuing saga of William Carey. Till next time, God bless. Thanks for tuning in.